You have a kind of a big announcement, right?
I do, yeah. I'm actually going on tour.
Justine Bieber announced a massive tour to promote his fourth album, Purpose.
The fifth biggest tour of 2016, and it crossed the $200 million mark.
You finished this tour and you've been on for what, like a year? Something like that.
Over 100 shows.
Crazy. You're not done. You're starting a stadium tour.
You guys are extremely smart.
Justine Bieber says he is cancelling the rest of his world tour.
Justine Bieber announced that the remaining dates of his Purpose World Tour would be canceled.
All we know is that he's going through a lot, that's it.
People think he's having issues, seems to be falling in another dark place.
The reason given by his team in a statement cites unforeseen circumstances.
I mean, I hope he's okay.
All right, here we go. I'm Justin. I am from Stratford, Ontario, Canada. I am an artist. I make music. I started making music when I was really young. It helped me escape from a lot of the things that I felt like I was going through at the time, or that I was going through at the time. And I'm excited to share my journey with you. So come and check it out. Can I do that again? Yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit in my head about it. We are going to Stratford to see my hometown because it's awesome, and I haven't showed anybody since the Never Say Never movie, my first favorite documentary.
Oh wow, are you gonna sing out some steps?
Yeah, we're making a new documentary right now, and
Justine Bailey takes Stratford.
We're going back to Stratford, and hopefully there's someone there playing the violin so I can go and drop her some cash.
And always follow your dreams, okay? All right.
We're gonna go and check out the spot where I used to play. It's over here by these steps with my wife. She's in the back. She makes everything better. You make everything better, babe.
Thank you, baby.
Check it, check it. There's a star. That was put there July 1st, 2011. It's now 2019. So that was 8 years ago. So I'd sit here, play here.
No one's ever grown up in the history of humanity like Justine Bieber. No one's ever been that famous worldwide in an era of social media where every year of your adolescence, you were the most Googled person on the planet.
Oh, I went to that school. I jumped the fence one time. Got suspended.
You know, starting out as a boy in front of the entire world and then transforming into a young adult, a teenager, and then like a young man. And everybody's had to watch him go through every single phase of life, essentially from, I don't know, 14, 15. And now he's really an adult.
So this is it.
Oh yeah, I remember.
This is like the apartment I grew up in.
Does it bring back a lot of memories for you?
I'm pulling up in a Range Rover. I would have never thought that in a million years. What up, man? How are you?
He has gone through so much in the last 3 years, 4 years since his last album came out, and he came out on the other side of some really dark times. He still is who he is, and that's why people are drawn to him, because he has a story to tell.
You bought this, man? This was so shitty down here. I can't believe they did all these art pieces on the wall.
You know, early on in his career, we'd always say, let's go for another one, let's go for another one, another hit, another record, another thing, another tour. Before Purpose, with Journals, I didn't want him to tour, I wanted him to get healthy. And then he got healthy and we went on Purpose. And then at the end, he was tired and said, look, I needed a break again. And we took the break, and he's taken a very long break. And in that time, he's found his wife, he's grown a lot. I don't put any pressure on that timeline anymore. He's earned the right to do it in his own time.
I used to tell my friends, because I was like, ashamed that I lived in like such low poverty standards. I just tell people, yeah, there's a bowling alley downstairs and stuff. It's booked up right now, but that's it. That's it.
Anything different? The floors?
Yeah. I felt like it was bigger. I don't think we ever showed this in Never Say Never, but it was the first apartment building where I lived here for like 10 years. Brings back a lot of memories.
I remember the day where he said he didn't want to keep going, and it was a very tough one. He just wanted to get away and feel normal and needed a break from it all.
I freaked out when Justin canceled the tour. Performing is the thing that he loves most in this world, and so for him to say that he didn't want to do it, I knew it had to be pretty serious.
Having a constant stimulation like that and experiencing 50,000 people chanting and just anywhere you go having all this attention brought up, you know, your brain actually gets worn out from that, where standard levels of dopamine just don't get you excited anymore.
They have so much fun, but it's also very isolating. And until you wake up in a city and you don't remember where you are, you can't really understand how hard it is.
I think that being human is challenging for everybody. I think that we're all struggling to some degree. We all have our individual pains and fears and anxieties, worries.
There was a 6-month period where it was really tough for him, really dark. I saw him in a lot of ways that just really broke my heart. This last year at Coachella, when Ariana was headlining, she invited him to come up and do a song with her. Justin was going back and forth whether it was the right time or not. I think Scooter was thinking he should have this opportunity to go out on that stage so he could be reminded himself of who he is and like what he does.
I wasn't gonna bring any guests out tonight, but my friend Justine Bieber came all the way to spend some time with y'all. Is this too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is this too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now? I haven't been on stage in like 2 years. So thank you so much.
It kind of seemed like a turning point for him to where he was like, I think I'm ready to do this again. I think I need to do this again.
And by the way, album coming soon.
As we was walking off stage, he said that to Alice. He's like, I need to get back out here.
I want you to schedule me. He's like, I want to go to the studio and I want to dance and I want to go to the gym and I want vocal warm-ups in there and I want, like, he wanted me to build him a rolling itinerary like I do when he's working. And the second that he asked to actually put the time in, I was like, oh, okay, now we're ready to go back to work.
My life is changing a lot. Getting married, getting back in the studio, talking about getting married, like just writing about the process and just being creative with being in this new chapter and being happy about what I'm doing and not like, I don't know, just being in a good headspace, better headspace.
See you when you touch down. Na 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 na.
I think what's been challenging over the years is a lot of the times I'd make music and it would be for me. When the focus and the goal is about yourself, you kind of tend to lose your purpose in that. I think the older that I get, the more I realize that I'm not utilizing my gift, I feel, for the right reasons. This isn't about me. It's about helping someone who's going through whatever they're going through and being able to talk about that thing. I think that's a really cool way to look at what I do.
And I fly out to the East Coast, I gotta keep the lights on. You know it, hate you got me strung out.
I love to see him do what he loves. Honestly, I feel like I'm here to cheer him on and support him. The last time around when he was doing the Purpose album, I was around for a lot of that, but definitely not as intimately.
How are you? Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, good to see you too.
I like your jacket.
Thanks, man.
I love to see him do what he is so good at.
That's the name of the game.
There's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of things on artists and musicians specifically that I think people don't get to see because they're not around for the full process.
So what we got up right now?
So me being somebody who isn't a musician and, you know, is not involved in music in that way, watching it, I have a whole newfound respect for Justin as well as other artists who just put their blood, sweat, and tears into their craft.
When you're doing what you are good at, like you just feel like you're where you're supposed to be. I'm the best in the studio or like on stage than I am anywhere else.
All right, this is how we do it.
So when you come around me, treat me like you miss me, even though you've been with me. When you come around me, do me like you miss me, even though you